Welcome to a transformative training tip brought to you by Successful Consultant Training. Hi, I'm Dan Predpaul, President of SCT. Deming to Burchard, the importance of habits to success in consulting. We're talking about Dr. W. Edwards Deming, American engineer, statistician, professor, author, lecturer, and management consultant, best known for introducing quality control to Japanese car makers and U.S. car makers. We're also talking about Brendon Burchard, a well-known expert in personal development training and author of several best-selling books. Deming lived and worked during the second half of the last century, while Burchard rose to prominence just in the past few years. So why are we mentioning these two very successful individuals in the same video? Both Deming and Burchard emphasize the importance of repetition in learning and work. Let's discuss Deming first. Aristotle knew about the importance of habits 2,300 years ago. He said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." Einstein said, "If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. Doing things differently is needed to improve." Keep these quotes in mind as you watch the rest of this video. Dr. Deming was my mentor early in my career. I met him at New York University, where he taught courses in statistics. I attended his famous 4-day seminar on management. Professor Deming was a statistician. He helped the federal government build better quality war materials during World War II by introducing statistical quality control. He was invited to Japan in the 1950s to help Japan change the people's perception that Japanese goods, especially autos, were cheap and of low quality. He transformed the Japanese auto industry and then did the same for the U.S. auto industry in the 1970s and 1980s. The Japanese government created the Deming Prize in his honor. Later in life, using his experience, he formulated what many call the Deming philosophy, which focused on management and lifelong learning. He published 2 books that summarized what he learned as a consultant. Deming did not use the word habits. However, he addressed essentially the same thing in much of his teaching. Deming told me to keep a journal of every concept or technique or problem-solving tool that I thought was helpful. He said these tools would be useful throughout my career. He was right. I've used these tools over and over. For example, as a division head or an office manager, I often taught a new technique at weekly staff meetings. Deming said maintain a constancy of purpose to improve. In other words, strive for continuous learning. It's the only way to maintain success. Deming told me to read extensively. 50% of the books or articles should be about my area of expertise, but the other 50% should be outside this area in order to energize my creativity. Deming said develop a plan for self-improvement and implement it. Determine which skills and knowledge are required in my work and focus on them. Deming taught that innovation was important for survival. In consulting, innovation is the secret to sustained success. Finally, Deming told me to improve repetitive work. For example, in my area of expertise, site selection in the power industry, every time I prepared a proposal, I added something new, and over many years my expertise grew stronger until I was recognized as one of the site selection leaders in this field. These are Deming's essential habits. Now let's turn to Burchard. Brendon Burchard is the founder of Experts Academy and High Performance Academy. Both training programs provide students lessons in business, entrepreneurship, psychology, productivity, and persuasion. He's the author of several best-selling books, and his latest book, published in late 2017, is called High Performance Habits: How Extraordinary People Become That Way. Here are Burchard's 6 habits of successful people. Seek clarity in meaningful goals. Set clear goals for each day, each week, each month, and each year. Goals must be consistent with your values and what is really meaningful to you. Bring energy, joy, and enthusiasm to your work. Only a healthy body can be optimally productive. An optimistic outlook increases performance. Excellence is a necessity for success. Why are you doing what you're doing? The why must be motivational and something you want strongly. Increase productivity through skill development. Master the key skills you need to be successful. Constantly look at skill gaps and fill them. Influence and collaborate with others. Tell your subordinates what is important to their work. Be a strong role model. Be a team player. Accept the challenges. Deal with the hardships. Challenges should be energizing, and be prepared to encounter setbacks. Nobody said that being a high performer would be easy. So what is the bottom line? First, habits are an essential part of success, and this has been the case for well into the past. Second, one of the most important habits is how you start your day. For example, most high performers organize their day at breakfast. What goals will I work on today? What are the 2 or 3 most critical actions that must be achieved today that will move me towards my goals? Who should I contact today, and who am I expecting to contact me today? How can I avoid distractions so I can achieve these 2 or 3 actions? What can I be enthusiastic about today? Third, high performers set aside time each day to innovate or think about how to launch new services. Innovation is critical to long-term success. You can't rest on your laurels. Fourth, what book will be read this week? What can you do to learn more about your area of expertise? Remember, learning is closely related to the level of creativity. In summary, work on your habits. Set up a system to keep those habits active. And this is not easy. That's why everyone isn't a high performer. Look for our new book, Consulting in a Book, the ultimate desk reference for engineers and scientists, coming in mid to late November 2017. You'll see it on Amazon. The book provides many techniques for making your marketing much more effective, your mindset more focused, and your problem-solving skills sharper. While the book is directed towards engineers, anyone who wants to become a better consultant will benefit. This video was brought to you by Successful Consultant Training. See our website, www.sctprofessionaldevelopment.com, for more information about our training programs.